All right, man, here we are, and we're out on the local lake today. It's gonna get windy. It's real calm right now. It's supposed to be like blowing 7, getting up to like close to 20 today, so it's gonna be insane today. But we got fish moving up shallow. We got all the things happening. The big girls are around, dude. So we got swim baits tied on, got some big soft plastics to toss around. Got a topwater tied on right now because your boy got up early. Why not? So here we go, man. This should be good. This should be a fun day out on the lake fishing. There we go. There we go. Oh man, look at that guy. Probably came up and slapped at it, dude. I don't even know if that one counts. Does that even count as a swim bait bite, guy? Will you catch him on the back like that? Oh, dude. That's our first action, though. I've been poking around the depths before I move up shallow. Just want to see if the big girls are still out a little bit, you know, and just no love out here in these deeper grass edges. So I'm about to work my way up. There's a major spawning flat, you know, eelgrass flat, this whole area. So we're about to move up on that. Plus I wanted to get it out of the way before it gets crazy windy. It's getting real windy. So here we go. We got one on the Tiny Clash though. It's not nothing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, dude. There we go. I don't even see a bed where that guy came up and jacked it. Right in here, man. Dude, it's not even a real hard bottom spot. That was crazy. I just tossed it in there. Just kind of a hole in the pads and stuff. Just moving my way through the shallows. I'm not seeing fish moving around on hard bottom spots up here in this flat. You know, I need to explore a little further, but I'm just not seeing them. It's hard to see too. It's really windy, but we made our way all the way to the calm side. This guy, maybe he was chilling in the pads, waiting to ambush something. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I do not see spawning bass in this lake currently though, and all the other lakes I've been fishing the last couple days, they have been up shallow spawning, dude, but not the case quite that I can tell in this lake. But dude, there's a tiny joker fish. I mean, look at that. That's always fun. Okay, dude, we just caught that fish right behind us. There's a bass on a bed right there. Another bass just kind of came out of the woodwork. So they're back here, man. I'm having trouble seeing them. The water's a touch murky because of the wind and stuff, but they're around. All right, it was a fish just on this bed. There's a fish on a bed right there. And I'm just now realizing those are tilapia. We definitely saw a bass a second ago on a bed right where I caught that one. But there's definitely a couple tilapia. I'm just seeing a lot of empty beds. Just don't see a lot of fish movement, a lot of bass activity. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There's another little guy. Came up for the tiny joker, just reeling it, slow reeling it, the old wake deal. All right, man, we've caught one walking it in place. We caught one waking. Oh, here we go. This guy, he attacked it pretty well. They're biting it pretty good. They're not really slapping at it. You know, the 2 bites I've had, I've landed. That's, you know, that's a good sign. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's another one. There we go. He kind of slapped at it. What is this? Is that a big bass? Or is that a tilapia? Oh my God, dude. Oh, that's a nice bass, dude. He didn't just slap at it, he ate it, dude. Look at that T-boned in his face. There we go. That's a little bit better. Dude, there we freaking go, baby. Yeah, dude, that was a good one, man. That fish, dude, that bait fell right out. He came up and totally smoked it. That was a good bite. Dude, I mean, that definitely could be a female. She looks a little thin and skinnier. The tail's a little beat up, you know. Definitely like a female up here recovering. Could have been right on a bed in the process. Hard to say, man. I didn't see a bare sand spot where that bite came. So they definitely could be just cruising around, maybe trying to feed after they've spawned on all the little, you know, bluegill and such that are cruising around. 17 inches. So I'm just not seeing a ton of fish up on beds. It's just not really the case. They seem to be around this area, but not fully doing it. It's hard to say. Just starting to get a gauge. Seeing a lot of tilapia on beds. So normally, like, you know, we're fishing for bass that are up here spawning, whether they're actually on beds, really in the process or not, you know, or at the beginning or end stages of it. You know, who knows? I haven't really put that together, but generally speaking, I'm not gonna throw, like, you know, we're using the Tiny Joker today. If I was gonna do this like normal basis, you know, everyone talks about in Florida like double prop baits and just slow working them over these shallow areas. And I'm, you know, a couple of my bites have come just reeling the Tiny Joker in. It's a wake bait. Some have come, you know, twitch, but I just think I can get away with it. Normally I wouldn't assume I'm gonna get away with this. We're in, I mean, you can see right here, we are in like 1 foot to 2 feet of water. And it's crystal clear. I mean, you know, the fish can, if you can see the fish, they can see you. And generally that's not gonna help your situation out as far as catching them. But there's so much wind today, man. You know, even on this side of the lake, which is the calm side of the lake, if we were over there, we'd be getting blasted right now. There's just a ripple on the surface. The water's a hair more churned up, you know, and I just think I can get away with a bait like this that I normally wouldn't. And I like it because it is a wake bait. You know, I can fire it out there and just reel it back to me and cover water. So it's like I'm not having to sit there and like slow, you know, pull a double prop or something, or like a popper or something maybe you'd normally use in these circumstances per se. That's kind of why I grabbed that bait this morning. That's why I thought, oh, it's going to be windy. Fish should be up shallow, but I think I can get away with what I'm doing. So, and so far, you know, caught a few. So far, so good. Oh, there we go. There's another. Oh, damn it, dude. Oh, almost. That was a kiss. There we go. Oh, no, damn it. That was another bite. Okay, there's a giant ball of fry right there, right by this dock post. That is definitely, all right, there is definitely a sign that we might be, a lot of these fish might be post-spawn. Yeah, there you go. Maybe you can see them better. That is a whole mess of baby bat. I'm pretty sure they're baby bat. I mean, that would be my guess. The tilapia, when they spawn, they stay close to the mom, and or the dad, whichever one. They collect them in their mouth brooders. But the bass the male will protect them for, you know, for a little bit, and then he takes off. So they're probably on their own. I don't see a little bass swimming around protecting them. So. Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought I saw one. There we go. That guy, basically there's a rock right in front of me. We're in this back cove of this lake. Oh God, we got a lot going on here. And it's a sinkhole back here, so there's a lot of these rocks and stuff along the edge. You can see, dude, it drops off super deep because it's a big sinkhole. Super deep, super quick, and I thought I saw movement right on that rock, so I just, you know, pitched the old fluke over there. Here we go. This, I mean, in lieu of, you know, hard sand bottom, though, I assume these bass will definitely spawn on those boulders and stuff that are in the water. They just need hard bottom. That guy was alone though. I don't see another fish with it. So he was quick to act too. Again, might be a male that was fry guarding. Just with how quickly I tossed my bait over. I didn't even toss it right on where I saw the fish. It was just kind of off to the side and immediately went over and snagged it. It's generally going to be like a fry guarder. You know, usually if they're on bed, they're hard to get to bite, but if they're fry guarding, they're super defensive. They're going to act pretty quick. So there it is. You can tell it's ripping, making our way across the lake. It is blowing right now. Super brutal. All right, man, so that was a fun day. I was hopeful it was going to be a fun day. We caught some on topwater. Always cool. I was not seeing the bigger bass up shallow, and definitely, you know, obviously all our bites came pretty shallow, but when they're spawning like that, you know, you should definitely be seeing some bigger bass moving around, even if they're not on beds, and that's just something I was not seeing. And you know, I put in a lot of time throwing the old tiny clash. You can see we got the Yabase lip. It kind of gets this bait down really deep. Like I said, this makes the action more erratic, but this is a deep diving bait with this lip. And I was probing all of those areas, those deeper grass edges that are right off of the spawning areas, you know, just the staging areas those bigger females would be, you know, whether they're about to move up or after they've spawned and they've kind of pushed back out. So it wasn't my day, you know, that's the deal. But I covered as much as I covered everywhere I could. We got here early, dude. It is freaking blowing out there. I mean, it's whitecaps out there. So, you know, the only other thing I could have done is really slow down on those deeper grass edges and drag a worm around, but no chance of doing that with the wind like that. So anyways, even when it's windy, you know, I want to throw a bait like this to get a reaction. Usually wind is your friend, but that's how it goes. We definitely figured out that the bass are in all phases of the spawn, which is generally the answer down here in Florida. If you're ever wondering, like during the spring, like what's going on, it's like a little bit of everything is going on. That's kind of the deal.